Close but very, very few schools. What kind of friends they keep? Do you know their advisors? Your staff union of university has said that the integrated payroll and personal information was a violating economy. Chairman of two of after Balabi soldiers aided escape, freed him from police custody in that you can have that in the Vanguard. All details you can see there. 19 cases in Nigeria, in cases like 595, 4 deaths, 4 fatalities. Had reported a case in the last 24 hours. According to NCDC, and 744 deaths have been recorded in the city and the federal capital of Chapui. Yesterday, here before the presidential panel probing over allegations raised by Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Malami for the sixth time. Magu was arrested last week by police of the Department of Service (DSS) and Force Criminal Investigation and Intelligence (FCID) last week. This is accredited to Olufalaye, of course, is in the Vanguard, the country, and therefore cannot be.
Is it a no? To make some which means floating oil. It's carried over. You need a fruit and cut it hotel accommodation in Zimbabwe for Apple price 8005 9 0804.
Money is how close you think you are to your kids. My guest will soon be here. I guess, how close are you to your kids? You need to listen to this program this morning. Maybe I should let me a preview of our first page as my introduction before I come shortly into what I have here as my notes. You agree with me, thought. Johnson's scars of stigma, a young African woman from Nigeria, who is a victim of social stigma, especially young people who inflict pain or leave scars on victims by continuously shaming or emotionally abusing victims of stigma. These hurtful feelings, which Bishop calls scars, are unseen, and so don't talk about them or consider serious matters. Why? No physical injury. Why emotional abusers continue to perpetrate these things, the victims continue to die silently. The destructive effects of these feelings are every day. The thought, have you been abused emotionally before? Do you want to tell me what you have gone through? Have you been abused by the most trusted person? Perhaps it's something he did not succeed. In somewhere in this book, Mr. said, though some of his attempts were not successful, but she could not actually deal with that. To the point where would it be close to you? Perhaps if you do, they won't believe you. That's another thing. We talk to say it. An uncle does this, an auntie does this. And part of the things we want to see is dying. Part of the things we want to do is have you been emotionally abused? About it. You want to watch in men's like the scars of stigma. Stigma Hello, good morning. 06949 3000. The unseen scars of stigma, or the unseen scars of stigma. You want to tell us what have you gone through before? Have you been abused emotionally, psychologically? Have you had any of this? And you want to tell us, we decide to keep your name if you don't want to tell us your name. But tell your story. Bisola would be here to just start reading our books. So break it down. Good morning. Hello? 678 my phone. 3000. Let me take you through. I think my guest is there. I want to pick this area now. Now, she says she calls it. How many members there? But 9 memory. The first memory, the second memory, the third, the fourth, fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, and the ninth memory. What about she wants to tell us? Well, my is there, but I'm sure. Let us for you. I don't.
Okay, good morning. To get all kinds. So, I am so sorry, listeners. A lot of people have been calling, mentors, friends, well wishers. I'm sorry for coming behind schedule.
All right. I think we still have about so we can manage that and see what we can actually bring out from this. The unseen scars of stigma, social stigma from other members of the society. Social stigmas are commonly related to culture, gender, race, a stereotype. It is also a fixed. Once people identify and label one's differences, as we assume that is just how things are, and the person will remain stigmatized until the stigmatizing has moved to undetectable. A considerable amount of generalization is required to create groups, meaning that people will put someone in a general group regardless of how well the person actually fits into that group. However, the attributes that society selects differ according to time and place. What is considered out of place is in one society could be the norm in another. When society categorizes individuals into certain groups, the labeled person is subjected to status loss and discrimination. Society will start to form expectations about those groups once the cultural stereotype is secured. Stigma may affect the behavior of those who are stigmatized. Those who are stereotyped often start to act in ways that their stigmatizers expect of them. It not only changes their behavior, but it also shapes their emotions and beliefs. Members of stigmatized social groups often face prejudice that causes depression. The prejudice. The threat theorists can go being treated the same way and know they are likely being discriminated against. Studies have shown that by 10 years of age, most children are aware of cultural stereotypes of different groups in society. And children who are members of stigmatized groups are aware of cultural types at an even younger age. Bisola Miriam Obinya, am I right? Ne Yusuf is the author of the book, The Unseen Scars of Stigma, Memoirs of a Social Stigma Survivor, which captures the story of a young African woman from Nigeria and who is a victim of social stigma but has overcome her hurtful experiences and moments of depression. She writes a story to encourage others, especially young people going through same or similar experiences and are continuously depressed or have contemplated suicide. Bisola Miriam Obiyan shares the story live this morning. Listen to what she has to say. Bisola Miriam Obiyan is there. She's the author of the book, The Unseen Scars of Stigma. Good morning, Bisola Miriam.
Good morning, sir.
I read your book and I felt it's not enough for me just to have an idea of what is there, it is good we tell that story, and a lot of people would learn from what you have brought this morning.
Absolutely.
I hope I'm right.
Definitely, sir.
So, I don't want to talk about Wubisa Obiyan. This is not the first time she is on this show. Let's go straight to what we have come to discuss.
Absolutely.
You have 9 memories there. First memory?
10 actually.
10 actually. First memory.
Yes.
To the night memory. What I have here is night memory before we talk about the NGO and all that. So maybe you have added another one.
Yes.
Which makes it 10. But
There was memory 8.
Okay.
I had to separate it, and in the separation, I had to distinguish between the memory that has to do with stigmatization in courses or discrimination of courses or disciplines. And then I went on to now talk about the stigma associated to the use of the left hand before I went to talk about stigma in failure in the last memory.
Okay. Now, let's take it from there. I deliberately want you to you have this introduction in this book, and that introduction would, of course, I want people to connect with you while reading this book. So can you just give me a brief of that introduction? How you introduce yourself in this book to connect our audience right here to what we're going to say this morning.
Okay, I don't want to read, and I want to speak from the heart.
Yes, that's it.
Even though I have written this book, the words that I will speak this moment may not be as I've put them in the book. So there was a different frame of mind when I was writing that book. And so I'm here in a studio, so, but as much as possible, I tell myself that it is better to speak from the heart. So rather than read, I would rather say that, when I wrote that short introduction, I wrote it at the beginning, not even at the end. And the words in that introduction simply says that I am writing this story. It might sound similar. It might sound like what you've heard before. But this story has never been written. It has never been told. I am the first and only person that will share my story. So why did I have to put those words? I had to make that emphatic statement because a lot of people are quite scared of telling the truth. So many people tell their truth and not the truth. A friend of mine who reviewed the book, she's a lawyer, she's in Oshogbo, and then she said she read the book and what she saw was the truth, not somebody's truth. A lot of times when people are invited to come for radio programs like this or anything that has to do with the media, people tell what they want people to hear, not what they should know. So what I did in that book, and with emphasis on the introduction, was to tell the truth and to tell my story.
This morning book, this